Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Monday, August 5th, 2019. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Happy Monday, everyone. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. I wanted to start with a quick announcement. I will be hosting the August monthly market outlook later on this afternoon after the market closes at 3:30 p.m. Central. It is free to join for anyone who wants to jump online. You can go to pivotboss.echofin.co and create your free username and login for the event. Basically, this gives you access to the PivotBoss community trading room, which is a free trading room there, which we will broadcast from. If you want to jump into the live trading room, it is only $49.50 for the first month. It is normally $99 a month from there, which gives you access to the premium trading room in addition to trade alerts. But this August monthly outlook will be broadcast from the PivotBoss community room, which is a free room. So if you want to go to pivotboss.echofin.co, you can create your free username and password. All right, let's take a look at the markets here. The ES is already down 1.5% here to begin the week. We have yet to even reach RTH, and we are nearly at the 2880 area of support. As we talked about before, we have this key range that we've been working off of. That high right there, which is basically 2961. This low down here, which is basically 2800. And then we have a midpoint of that range, which is 2880. And we mentioned before that the fact that this range had formed above the highs, if price were to fail to hold below 2960, it would open up a quick return back toward 2880 with a shot to go across the range into 2800 or perhaps even lower, maybe even taking out the June low there. So this is going to be very important. After you get in a very aggressive impulse move on the first leg, there is a tendency to see some sort of bounce though. So it would not surprise here if we were to find some sort of bounce off the 2880, which can take us as high as 2960, and from there we could perhaps see the next leg down. Very similar to what we saw last time, as a matter of fact, when we sold off from 2960 to 2800. It was a pretty aggressive bounce in the first 2 weeks. After that, we saw a solid bounce back toward 2900, and that right there led to another leg down before finally bouncing and returning back toward highs. So this has been a very sharp decline here already over the last 3 days, plus today, and we could see quite a bit more selling pressure ahead. But watch 2880. There could be a bounce opportunity there where this thing gets us back toward 2990. A failure to hold 2880 opens up more downside toward 2800. All right, let's take a look at the NQ now. You'll notice with the NQ, very similar price action. This one had a failed high right above 8,000 and then sold off tremendously, now trading 75.40. It is approaching the 200-day average, which is right around 7,400. It's also at the midpoint of the June range. That's pretty bearish right here, the way that this thing has started off. You can see right back here again, forming a box above this key range high. The key range low here is around 7,300, and we're already through the midpoint of that key range here. So again, even if we were to bounce higher, even if we get back towards 7,800, that could still be a selling opportunity for a continuation towards 7,300 and perhaps even lower. So again, very bearish start here to the week, and we could see further selling pressure ahead. All right, taking a look now at crude oil. You'll notice here with crude oil, this one turned around tremendously the previous couple of days here. Price had tried to get a breakout from the 10-day range to the upside. It hit the 200-day average here, got the FOMC key level on July 31st, and sold off tremendously away from that level, down over 8% at one point on Thursday. After that major day down, we did have a modest digestion day on Friday, and we still continue to hold as an inside day here, kind of a rest after battle type of pattern here. This type of pattern right there is going to be very important because it can build energy for the next breakout move, whether it's the downside and into 50, or whether it tries to bounce back toward the 58s. This market right here has been mostly range bound overall inside this kind of coiled range, and it's compressing to a point where at some point we're going to see a major breakout move that leads to much more aggressive expansion. That zone right there is going to basically decide whether we're headed down to 50 or whether we bounce back up towards 61s. And right now, again, building that energy on an inside day basis. Watch for expansion from this range soon. Lastly, taking a look at gold futures here. This one is up 1% so far. You can see that this market has broken above the 1460 level and formed an ascending pattern here. Major outside reversal, a bullish outside reversal on day 1, August 1st. And now we've held a pullback on Friday and now seeing a stop run day up today, Monday, heading into the major RTH open here. But this could have much more upside ahead. Again, 1525 is still above, and that's the next major level above. We haven't seen these prices in over 6 years here, and to reach 1525 would be significant. And after the July sideways price action, this breakout here could lead to full-on expansion toward 1525 down the road. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out the rest of the session. Please join me later on this afternoon for the August monthly outlook. We'll talk markets. We'll analyze various markets of the futures markets in addition to some of the broader interest stocks, and we will also find candidates and prospects for the rest of the month. All right, talk to you soon. Trade well and take care.